everybody. I'm Hillary Atkin from the Atkin Report. I'm thrilled to welcome Marisa Corvo from The Voice to this edition of Hillary's Happy Hour. Marisa, how are you doing?
I'm so great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Well, I'm really excited about this new season of The Voice, season 19. And of course, you made it onto Team Kelly right away. Yes, I love it. Props. I'd love to have one of those. So when you were in your mind going through the steps of walking out on stage and strategizing, did you go in with a concept of which coach you would like to go with?
I sort of did, and I thought it was going to be an easy decision because in my head I was like, look, if anybody turns around, I'll be just so happy. I'll just go with it, anybody. But the fact that I had 3 coaches turn around, I was just blown away. Like I was not expecting that at all. And then I wasn't expecting at all to get along with Gwen the way I did, because I was just like, well, Kelly's been an idol of mine since the American Idol days. I mean, I followed her career and her life since I was 16. So I'm 33 now. It's like, half my life I followed this woman. She's like a hero to me. So I honestly was going in there. But then when I had that connection with Gwen, it made it really, really difficult to make that decision. And I almost did go with Gwen. I was like, oh my God, I have to go with my paisan. But then I just went with my gut and I ended up going with Kelly. So.
Wow, what a backstory, because as a viewer, I really thought that you were going to end up going with Gwen when she wanted to make tomato sauce with you.
Oh my God, I know, and I love Kelly, and it's like I'm just like I think about it, and I'm like, well, did I make the right choice? And I feel like I did make the right choice, even though me and Gwen got along, and who knows, maybe in the future one day, years from now, me and Gwen will have that sauce party, or, or we'll at least work together, right? Who knows? It's so cool to make that connection. And that's why I think The Voice is such a great platform, because you get to meet all these different people that I would have never met, like if I didn't have that opportunity,
Absolutely. Well, you have a gorgeous baby grand piano sitting right behind you. And I understand that you started playing as a very young girl, and you even had the opportunity to play Carnegie Hall when you were 9 years old. Wow, I'd love to hear about that.
I know, it feels like a lifetime ago. So when I was a little girl, I just automatically went to the piano, and I only started singing maybe later, like maybe when I was 10, but I was playing piano since I was 3, and piano was just everything. And I quickly accelerated at it to a point where like the teachers were saying to my parents, like, she's a prodigy, because I was playing like all this classical music, like heavy duty stuff. And so then by the time I was when I was like 7, I got into my first like pre-college, which was the Lucy Moses School. And then from there I played, I won a concerto competition, and I was in 1st grade, and that's when my grandma bought me my piano, which you see behind me.
And gorgeous.
Thank you so much. And then so after that, I auditioned for the Manhattan School of Music pre-college, and I made that school with scholarship. And I was like the only Italian in there. Only girl with blonde hair in there. I'll just say it like that. So they gave me a scholarship, and I was entered into a bunch of piano competitions. And one of them was, the prize was, if you won the competition, you got to have a concert at Carnegie Hall. So I won the competition, and I got to play at Carnegie Hall, which I get chills every time I think about it. It was so nerve-wracking, crazy, but awesome.
Oh my gosh. Well, it just reminds me of that old saying, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, 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 right?
I used to say, actually, when I was little, people said, how do you get to Carnegie Hall, Marissa? And I said, my mom drives me.
It's that better. That's more original. And so Kelly is also an original. And like you said, many of us have followed her since she won American Idol. But what are you hoping to learn, grow, and gain under Kelly's tutelage during your journey on The Voice?
That's a really awesome question. And when I was on stage and I had met Kelly, they don't show a lot. They only have a few minutes to show my audition. But in my audition, what they didn't show was the fact that she was giving me a lot of technical advice, which was really helpful to me, and I understood where she was coming from, because we do have the same background. Like our voice is technically, like I've studied with so many teachers now at this point, and I'm a teacher myself, that, you know, we are so sometimes in our head so much technically with our voice that we don't forget, sometimes we don't forget to just feel the song. So she was saying to me, like, your song was perfect, but she's like, I wanted to, honestly, for you, I wanted to feel it more. I wanted to feel it even more. So as the show progressed, like I really just want to get more in tune with my heart and my soul, and put my heart on the forefront, like even more emotional, and just let the technical stuff just like happen naturally and not think about it so much. And that was one of the things that sold me on Team Kelly. So
Well, it's funny, you just mentioned the word heart a couple times, and Kelly actually mentioned the band Heart to you, I recall. So what did you think about when she said, she compared you to Heart, or said you could be like the current day Heart?
that's actually amazing. Like, she nailed it on the head, because when I play in like restaurants and hotels and stuff all over the country, and that is like one of my main go-to songs, and it's like she knew that without even knowing me, you know. So she like just knew my voice so well and identified where my tone and my color and my timbre was going to go. And so like that was another reason why I went with her too. She was able to just like nail what I was, you know. But yeah, the Heart is that's such an honor, because I love that band and I sing alone every single show pretty much. So it's cool.
Well, I know we, because of the way the show's scheduled, we won't be seeing you again for a couple weeks on the air. But I know you're so busy rehearsing. So I wanted to, because it's happy hour, and I have a feeling you have something for a toast as well. But Marisa, I want to raise a toast to you, your continued success on The Voice with Team Kelly, and I look forward to watching it.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.